Hey, welcome to Toontyme, bringing you Newcastle United news and discussion. So this is like a quick preview before the match. The starting lineup has come out now. Um, the team that what I've read anyway, it's a Nick Pope and goal. It's basically the team from last week, but Kieran Trippier right back, Sven Botman and Fabian Schär centre backs, Dan Burn at left back, in midfield Bruno G, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, and the trident up front is Almiron. We got Almiron, Jacob Murphy, and Callum Wilson. So yeah, they do deserve to be rewarded for last week's efforts. And we've got those options off the bench with Joe Linton, Sam Maximin, Elliot Anderson to come on and try and impact the game. I think Ryan Fraser is also a substitute, but I may be wrong. Hold on, let's go and look it up quickly on the Newcastle United official website. So let me just make absolutely certain. Yeah. So the subs: Carriers, Lascelles, Lewis, Target, Joe Linton, Elliot Anderson, Fraser, Sam Maximin, and Chris Wood. So those are decent options to come off the bench, especially Sam Maximin, Joe Linton, and Fraser and Anderson. Obviously Chris Wood as well. He could have given us a different option up front from Callum Wilson. Towards the end of the game, especially if we're winning, so, give Callum Wilson a bit of time, as always, just to protect those hamstrings, as he's going to be crucial to our efforts in the near future, at the very least, and especially with Alexander Isak being injured, he's really necessary. I need to find Brentford's lineup, to be honest, to review who they'll be playing. Hold on. Oh boy, let's go Brentford to see who they're playing. Normal Standard Sport. So yeah, it's a decent team. We should be winning this game, especially at home. They just take advantage of the atmosphere and just overwhelm them. So Brentford, Raya, Azure, me, Pinnock, Hickey, De Silva, Jensen, Baptiste, Henry, and Buemo and Tony. That's a solid team. That's a solid team that they've put out. But like I said, we're the better team, to be honest. And we did handle them. This is much like Fulham last season, especially in the away game. They had the 10 men, but I remember the home game, because that was a 3-3 draw, and we should have won that game. But it's poor mistakes during it that led to them being in the game, and I think that's when the argument about Cardano being capable of competing with Martin Dubravka, I think after that game it was fully put to bed, because if I remember correctly, he made some poor mistakes, and that's when it was like, you know what, all these people saying Cardano deserves a chance. He was given a chance, but he was not good enough. He's a good professional, definitely, but very much, at least for a Premier League team that's looking towards mid-table and upwards, which we are currently, and very much on the upwards in terms of from mid-table. He can only be a squad player at the most, being honest. And if Martin Dubravka had been willing to play the second fiddle to Nick Pope, he wouldn't be in the Newcastle squad, I believe. He would have been shipped out, and I think he knows it. I think once Nick Pope came in, he came to realise that, okay, I am very much the second choice, and I'm gonna have to be happy in this role, or I'm moving on, and it's most likely downwards towards the Championship, because I think every team in the league has a better goalkeeper than Cardano as their starter right now. I can't think of one team where I would say Cardano should be playing. If he was to go to that team, he should be playing in front of that keeper. Not one. So yeah, but yeah, looking forward to today. It's a solid team. Jacob Murphy getting another opportunity. Hopefully, I've read somewhere one comment where someone said that he seems to shrink under the atmosphere from St James, and it might be a thing where, like I was speaking about before, where he might be overthinking things. He really wants to impress because he's a Newcastle United supporter from a very young age, so he may let the pressure get to him instead of just basking in it and enjoying the opportunity to showcase his abilities for the team that he loves. You know, from a young boy to now a man. So hopefully he grasps that opportunity because fair enough he's not a starter if we have all our first team available. But I really do believe he's a solid squad player. You know, he can play in a variety of roles. He works really hard. He's got good athleticism, and as they say in any sport, the best availability, the best ability is availability, and he's always available. He rarely gets injured, from what I know. And going throughout I think, I don't think he's had many big injuries during his career so far. So you know, it, those are the type of players you need sometimes. You might not appreciate certain aspects of their play, but you can appreciate that they all give their all. I think that was the thing with Magat Amaran. That's why, even though myself included, wasn't very happy with his end product, which has considerably improved. I knew that one thing is he's always available and he's gonna work really hard with a smile on his face as well. You know, he might not be the greatest player, might not, you know, be like Sam Maximan. He's gonna get you off your seat and entertain you every time you keep you on tenterhooks thinking, oh, what's he going to do next? I don't know. He's going to amaze me. It frustrates you as well, but he's going to do something amazing. But you know that Amran's going to work his heart out for the team, and you need players like that in the squad because they help keep that atmosphere in the dressing room buoyant. You know. Um. Yeah. So that's it basically. The I think that's a decent team, especially how Eddie Howe's trying to manage these injuries that we suffered so early in the season. He's trying to manage players, make certain they come back fully and available, and protect them from any further injuries. Essentially, for us, the World Cup coming up is like a squad mini break, you know, in midway through the season, as we're probably not going to have a lot of players going to the World Cup. You know, maybe at the next World Cup we'll have a lot of internationals, but this one, not so much, I believe. So he's just trying to manage the situation, from what I can tell anyway, to the World Cup. Let players come back, get refreshed after that, and then, you know, obviously he's going to keep trying to win games, and then after that, I think he's really gonna unleash some fury on this league. You know, I think we're gonna be a problem for a lot of teams. You know, might not win every game. You know, might be games even like as they've been this season where we should have won and end up with a draw. You know, but every game that I've seen from Eddie Howe, he tries to get a performance out of the lads and make the team as dangerous as possible. Well, that's everything in terms of the preview for today's game. So once again, thank you for listening wherever you are. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Peace.